What's up everybody, it's Fidelis and Amy. I wanted to do a special upload where I just talk about something on my mind. I figured I'd do a full barrels run and let it run in the background while I do so. For those who do not know, Poison Potion is another hardcore Iron Man YouTuber who's doing risky activities in the wilderness. He's doing a high risk overall series, and I highly recommend his content as it's really high production quality and he takes even more risks than I do, and he's even a bit further along in his account, having just gotten his Whip and Dragon Slayer 2 done. However, I wanted to talk about the challenge that has just occurred between Sea Engineer and Poison Potion. Sea Engineer had a hardcore Iron Man limited to PvP worlds that has finally died. Now he's committed to hunting other hardcore Iron Men who want to take the challenge of playing in PvP worlds. Apparently, he's also extending that challenge to Poison Potion as a target. He created a list of targets that he was hunting, and Poison Potion was on that list, despite the fact that Poison Potion doesn't actually use PvP worlds. He just does risky activities and does a lot of wilderness activities. This has got me a little bit worried about my own account, because a lot of the content Poison Potion and I do are actually kind of similar in the risks that we take. I'm not currently on Sea Engineer's hit list, largely due to myself being a novice in video production. However, since I share a lot of the type of risks that Poison Potion takes, it would stand to reason that Sea Engineer might actually hunt me if he knew about me. For Poison Potion and me, we don't use PvP worlds, so we can only be hunted in the wilderness. The most common reasons for hardcore Iron Men to go into the wilderness is clue scrolls, as it seems you will typically get about one wilderness set per clue scroll. A quick comparison to Poison Potion's latest video had him doing 5 things in the wilderness: Hard Wilderness Diary, the Lava Dragon Island Elite Clue Step, Demonic Ruins Hard Clue Step, a Wilderness Lover Hard Clue Step, and Farming Noted Wines of Zamorak. Comparing that to me, I'd just gone to Lava Dragon Isle myself for the same reason. I have been to Demonic Ruins more times than I can count for hard clues, along with other deep wilderness clues. Furthermore, I've already taken steps and planned to do the Hard Wilderness Diary, including having killed one of the Lava Dragons while I was there, because of the value of the Lava Dragon Isle. It would provide me a tremendous boost to my safety. I plan on doing a lot of wilderness content, and I have been doing a lot of wilderness content, and having that shortcut is going to be a big benefit to me in the future. So I'm planning out to do these things like Hard Wilderness Diary because I plan on doing more wilderness content. Other activities I've done are the King Black Dragon and the Curse of the Empty Lord on the dangerous route to the Chaos Altar, the Pirate's Cove, and Rogue's Castle. All equally, if not more dangerous tasks than farming Wines of Zamorak. So all I'm trying to say there is some of the risks that we're taking are comparable, and he's being hunted. So that makes me worried that I might start being hunted as well in the future. Now, our content isn't created equal, as I do bring my main to help protect myself, where he does not. He does not use his main, he does not use a scout. And that is a big difference between his account and mine, because he doesn't have himself protecting himself. I do plan on continue doing wilderness tasks and using my main for protection. When I created my hardcore Iron Man, I wanted to never feel restricted on what content I could create or do with my hardcore Iron Man simply because I'm a hardcore. I recognize that dying's a part of it, and the risk of it is what gives the hardcore Iron Man a thrill. If I just wanted to limit myself in terms of content in the game, I would just play Iron Man. The hardcore is for the prestige of doing the same content without dying, doing it well. In fact, I want to challenge myself to do more than even before. Simply put, my hardcore has done more than I've ever done on my main or my original RuneScape account from the early 2000s. I've never done raids, and I've never done extensive bossing, outside of Twisted League where I dabbled in Sarachnis and Alchemical Hydra. Plus, I've accessed much more of the game on my hardcore with Mage Arena and other wilderness clues I've never done on my main, because I never really had a reason to do clues, for example, because clues are just not worth it on my main, because I should buy whatever I want. I've completed far more quests as well, having fully completed Recipe for Disaster in all but 6 quests in the game. Most of these are for the first time on my hardcore Iron Man. I plan on getting to bosses and raids in the future as well, while still continuing the goal of mine to never feel restricted away from content because of the danger, whether it's wilderness or PVM related. That being said, this account was meant to have a focus on me exploring difficult challenges I've never done in all aspects of the game, while keeping my heart pumping and invested in the threats that I face. I take all content way more seriously now on both my hardcore Iron Man and my main. Even when my main does a hard fight or a quest, I view it as practice for the future for my hardcore Iron Man, and I learn new mechanics such as prayer flicking effectively. And I go into the fights that I do on my main with the intent that I can't fail this. There's still an excessive amount of risk going on when I go into the wilderness with my main for multiple reasons. I'm not able to teleport out most of the time, so if I ran into a group, or if someone was a good PKer, they could still fight me and I still will have to tank them. Also, being in multi-combat in areas that I go to frequently, such as Demonic Ruins, or now potentially Rogue's Castle, means that there is the chance I'm running into a group that's going to be able to 2v1 me. And there's the inherent flaw of trying to play 2 accounts if I were to get in a fight fight and have to run while I'm fighting and clicking back and forth. It means I'm going to be eating slower and prayer flicking slower, or prayer swapping slower. So it's going to be less effective. Plus, I'm a complete noob when it comes to PvP. I'm sure I'll lose any real fight against any real PvPer that I face. In the short term, while I'll get more comfortable with my stats and my skill, I don't mind using a friend to help protect me in Wilderness when I go to Lava Dragon Isle or other excessively dangerous multi-combat zones. I stress multi-combat zones because of the specific risk of getting ganged on 2v1. I do still want to be able to accept the risk on my own in a 1v1 single combat area when I'm doing my clues, but getting ganged up on in a group doesn't seem like it's really authentic in terms of the risk. This is something I've only done recently. There's only been 2 specific trips that I've gone out with a supporting friend, once the Lava Dragon Isle and once the Rogue's Castle, both in the latest video. All the past trips I've done to dangerous areas, including the multi-combat areas such as Demonic Ruins, Chaos Altar, and Mage Arena, I've done 100% on my own. I don't want this series to end because I get unlucky, but rather I want it to end when I push the boundaries of what I'm comfortable with slowly over time and eventually come up short of my lofty expectations of myself. I truly believe this mentality will still make a thrilling series, both in PvP risk and in PvM risk, as I'm reaching closer and closer to the in-game content than ever before. With that said, while I was still initially worried about the idea on whether I would eventually become hunted by Sea Engineer, it won't change how I play my account. I will continue to take risks, along with the precautions I take to protect myself primarily, and rarely have a friend in multi-combat to assist me. I'll likely even eventually take some ideas from Poison Potion, where he has gone into the Wilderness Slayer for Dagon High robes. It'd be awesome to have another hardcore Ironman in the world with that set. However, I'm also not going to be so bold as to allow Sea Engineer to hunt me freely by adding him as a friend, as Poison Potion has been audacious enough to do so. In short, even were I to become hunted or targeted, I plan on continuing what this series was always meant to be. Me pushing my boundaries and taking risks with the intent to overcome and reach the furthest I can in my account. I look forward to all the future content and risks and whatever we can overcome together. Thank you for watching.